Attention duelists. Phoenix here, bringing you Master Duel Monday once again. This one's going to be a bit of a different vibe than the others because I'm going to be eating while we're doing this. I'm going to try to keep that noise off the microphone. If it comes through and you hear it, sorry. I woke up a little late. They're catching me during lunch or breakfast, depending on how you perceive time. This one's really taking a bit to load. Alright, looks like a little bit of Dragon Link. Uses Bestial Rebellion, discarding it, adding Magnamut. Activates Ravine. Use Ravine, sending away Wyverbuster to get rid of Abso Router. Abso Router sent to graveyard, so let's him add a card to hand. Adding Rocket Tracer, then banishing Wyverbuster to summon Collapse Serpent. Collapse Serpent is then linked away for Striker Dragon. Collapse Serpent, because it was sent from field to grave, will add a Wyverbuster, who will be summoned by banishing Abso Router. Then Striker and Wyverbuster will both link together for Romulus. Now summoning Rocket Tracer, who pops Dragon Ravine, to summon Rocket Recharger from the deck. Recharge then links away for Guard Dragon Pisty. And the Rocket Tracer will link away for a second Striker Dragon. Pisty's effect will then activate, targeting the banished Abso Router, summoning it to the zone that the two linked monsters point to. Then Pisty and Abso Router will link together for Delingerous. Striker Dragon will target Delingerous, pop it, add Rocket Recharger back to hand. Recharge will use its effect, discarding itself. Summoning Rocket Tracer, Delingerous will summon itself as well because Rocket Tracer was summoned. Then all of their linked monsters will link together for Boral End Dragon. Boral End will negate the effect of Rocket Tracer, summoning back Recharger. Then Recharger and Tracer will sync together for Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. This will activate the top 5, pick a letter dark and keep it. 2 hits, keeping Veiler. The rest go to grave. Then Bestial Rebellion will tribute Chaos Ruler, summoning itself. Set Branded Regain on the field. Magnamut will banish Striker Dragon, summoning itself. Branded Regained will target the banished card, and Magnamut's effect will also activate to add a dragon during the end phase. Striker Dragon is returned to the deck, that will get to draw 1 card. A Light and Dark are banished, so Chaos Ruler can summon itself once again. Then Magnamut and Rebellion will link together for IP Masquerena. 3 darks are banished, so Leviner can summon itself, which will then spin a card from the opponent's hand. They add Bestial Baldrick during the end phase, and it passes to the opponent. Opponent activates Clockwork Knight, then activates Pot of Duality. Bit late for the stun player to come out, adding Solemn Strike off the top. Activates Pot of Prosby, banishing 6. Adding Moon Mirror Shield. Activates Decisive Battle of Golgonda. Then summoning Fossil Diny Pachycephalo, equipping it with Moon Mirror Shield. Moving to battle, swinging at Leviner. He becomes slightly stronger than Leviner. That's his last card, and passes. I think Boral should be able to get around this. Or he'll just do nothing. Is there... No, he could have made Unicorn, could have spun it away. Just instead opted to do nothing. Hell, he could have made Underworld Goddess if he wanted to. Opponent's turn. Uses Effect Veiler. Oh, right, has to negate the effect first. But he could have used Boral End to negate Pachycephalo and summon a monster before. IP attempts to use its effect, but will be hit by Solemn Strike, which he knew he had. Moves to battle. Boral End will target his own Chaos Ruler, summon Recharger. Sorry, summon Tracer. Opponent sets a monster, then uses Baldrick's effect, banishing Leviner, summoning it. Random Brigade will return Leviner to the deck, draw a card. Like, the Boral player could get out of this. Great Sea Golgonda will prevent. All right, he had Golgonda prevent destruction. Pachycephalo's effect, because it was turned up, will get rid of all special summoned monsters except Boral End, who cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle. Titanic will use its effect. Maxi will fire off in response. Titanic adding Ecclesia. Did he forget that opponent couldn't special summon anyway? Opponent summons Ecclesia, adding Dogmatica Punishment. Moves to battle, swings, doing 100 damage. This is going to be a slow go. Right. Boral End can absolutely just start negating the effects of the Pachycephalos to enable special summoning. It is not doing that for some reason. Golgonda will once again protect Fossil Tiny Pachycephalo by sending away a Sprind. Use Boral End's effect. Opponent activates Card of Demise. Turns to monster defense mode. Swings through. No damage done this time. Evenly matched will go off. Cards are sent away. Cards are lost due to Card Demise. Use Boral End's effect. Yugoon. Opponent swings. 100 damage gets through. Passes. All right. Duel stays an absolute clown. Opponent set swings 100 damage. For God's sake, do something. This is embarrassing. Opponent uses Gravekeeper's Command. Ash Blossom to stop. Swing, damage. Player refuses to read his cards. Know that Boral End can use effect. Yeah, target one effect monster on the field. Moonmirror prevent being targeted. No, it does not. Use its effect, negate Pachycephalo. Unless, because this is a chain of effects that are all considered the same thing, and not negate Pachycephalo, because that effect also then leads to the special summoning. The only way I could see this being the way it works. There's Cyframe Gear Gamma. Activates Chaos Space, pitching Gamma, adding Leviner. Chaos Space, banish Self. Return Collapse Serpent, add Quick Launch. Another 100 damage. Even at this rate, with 100 damage a turn, the opponent's going to run out of cards before Duelist A runs out of life. Gets Fairy Tale Snow, summons it, flips Pachycephalo. Moonmirror will pay 500, return to the deck. Monsters are banished so Leviner can be summoned. Regained will then target monsters, return them to the deck, draw a card. Book of Moon, turning down Leviner. Cards are popped. Boral End will negate Snow, summon Tracer. Sinks those two. Savage. Savage targets Romulus. Leviner is tributed for Rebellion. Sets one. Swing. And now, opponent's turn. Opponent sets one, activates another Clockwork Knight. Branded Beast is activated, tributing Rebellion, popping the Unknown back row, which was a Book of Moon. Draws for turn. Activates Monster Reborn, summoning Magnamut. Its effect will go off to a dragon during the end phase. Summons Tracer, sinks together Chaos Angel, gets rid of Clockwork. Not attacking. I'm going to throw up. This is disgusting. Opponent's just playing cards. Nadir's Servant, Moonmirror Shield on the opponent's card. Please just attack. Turn 21. Summons Tracer, activates Chaos Space, pitching Cyframe Driver, adding Collapse Serpent, Chaos Space banished. Target Wyvern Buster, return it, draw a card. Boral End, negate Tracer, summon a Recharger. Still not at... Alright, now Duelist A is an idiot and an asshole. Because he's just refusing to end the game. I don't even feel like narrating this one anymore because the opponent's just playing cards to be a dick and not end it. Bestial Dispotter is out. Who gives a shit? Hieratic Seal. Unicorn. Alright. I am sincerely apologizing, everyone, for this absolutely shit gameplay you had to watch. That was awful. I'm sorry I've wasted everyone's time with 10 minutes of bullshit. Now this looks like it could be fun. Morphing Jar, Raigeki, Change of Heart, Cylinder, Defense Draw. Opponent activates. Oh, it's Nurse Burn. Banishment of the Dark Lords, adding Chaos Nurse, Reficule. Activates Pod Duality. Activates it again. Or activates into the Void, then Pot of Duality. Adding Paths of Destiny. Set 4 pass. Activates Bad Reaction to Samuchi. Activates Gift Card. Paths of Destiny. And Trap Trick. Trap Trick will probably set the second gift card, which that'll be lethal. Yep, there it goes. Paths of Destiny. Doesn't matter what the flip is, because with Samuchi on field, both players take 2,000. Gift card deals 3,000. Then the second gift card is activated for the other 3,000, and 8,000 is game. Vanquish Soul. Opponent uses Pod Duality. Max C in response. It's another Nurse Burn. Adding Into the Void. Activates Void, drawing 1. Sets 4, activates Card of Demise, Ash Blossom in response. Now, theoretically, Dual Speed could still have this with what they have. Passes turn. Activates Bad Reaction. Activates Try and Guess, declaring XZs, dealing 3,000. Activates Paths of Destiny. Both players take 2,000. Player uses Vanquish Soul Pantera, summoning itself by its own effect. Setting Imperm. Pantera turns into Rock of the Vanquisher. Rock will summon Jiaolan from hand and Vanquish Soul Mad Love. Summoned. Mad Love will add Vanquish Soul Continue. Activates Continue, targeting Pantera. Summon her back. Moves to battle. Swing 24 and 12. Opponent's turn. Both players pretty low. 24 and 25. Activates Upstart, drawing a card, dealing 1,000 damage. That's just good. Summons Dynatherium. Imperm will activate, targeting Dyna. Player draws DD Crow, moves the monsters to attack mode, links away 5 monsters for Underworld Goddess, moves to battle, swings Goddess for game. In like 5 minutes, I'm still mad about that Dragon Link player. That might have just ruined my day. Player summons Magician's Rod, Max C in response. Rod will add Dark Magic Circle. Activate the circle. Activate Soul Servant as Chainlink 2, stacking the deck. Putting Magician's Salvation on top. Then adding Secrets of Dark Magic. Player sets Eternal Soul and secrets and passes. Opponent will summon Blazing Cartesia and fire off Maxi in response to the opponent, who chains Secrets of Dark Magic to the summoning of Cartesia. Cartesia will then chain her effect to do a fusion as Chainlink 3, using herself with Fallen of Albaz, making Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. My first time seeing one of these in action. Requires Fallen of Albaz in a light spellcaster, cannot be used as fusion material, opponent cannot target it with card effects. Once per turn, during the opponent's turn, quick effect, target any 2 monsters in any graveyard, special summon both monsters, 1 to each field. If this card is in your graveyard, you contribute 4 monsters, the 2 in the extra monster zones and 2 in the central main monster zones. And if you do, special summon this card. Weird. By central main, does that just mean any of the main? Does it have to be the center? Secrets of Dark Magic will then fuse Magician's Rod with Dark Magician for the Dark Magicians. Opponent then activates Branded Opening, pitching 1, getting Aluber. Aluber's effect is activating, chained by the Dark Magicians, who will draw a card. Aluber adds Branded Fusion. Player activates it, fusing Fallen of Albaz with Despian Tragedy, getting Lubellion the Searing. Lubellion the Searing will use its effect, discarding the last card in its hand. Despian Tragedy will then chain its effect because it was sent to grave. Tragedy adding Guiding Quem, Virtuous. Lubellion then fuses with Fallen of Albaz to make Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade will use its effect, banishing Albion from the extra deck to banish the Dark Magicians. Albion the Shrouded one activates effect in the graveyard, sending away Branded Retribution. Branded Retribution will be banished to target Branded Fusion. Retribution adds Branded Fusion back to hand. Albion is then returned to the deck. Player swings, Eternal Soul will activate, summoning Dark Magician from the graveyard. Dark Magic Circle will activate, attempting to banish Mirror Jade. Magician's Rod will activate, tributing Dark Magician. Branded and High Spirits will chain. High Spirits revealing Guiding Queen, banishing Grenguinol, adding another of itself. Weird. Rod is added back to hand. Mirror Jade is then banished. Its effect will activate. Sanctifier then punches direct. Albion the Branded in grave will set Branded Banishment. Blazing Cartesia will return herself to the hand. Mirror Jade's effect goes off, but there are no monsters to blow up, so it doesn't. Activates Magician's Salvation. Branded Banishment will chain, targeting Guiding Virtuous. She is summoned. Eternal Soul is set. Guiding Virtuous will send away Fallen of Albaz, summons Magician's Rod, who will add Soul Servant. Magician's Souls will activate, sending away Dark Magician, and discarding itself, summoning the Dark Magician. Dark Magic Circle attempts to banish Guiding Virtuous. Grenguinol will activate, banishing in response. Albion will activate, targeting Fallen of Albaz and the opponent's Dark Magician to summon those. Albaz goes to their own field, Magician to the opponent's. Granola will summon Despian Luluwaleth. Guiding Virtuous effect will activate. No, I misspoke. Guiding Virtuous is banished. Albaz effect will activate, discarding Cartesia and fusing with Magician's Rod for another Lubellion. Lubellion will then discard another Guiding Virtuous. Luluwaith's effect will chain to Lubellion, buffing up all their dudes because the card left the extra deck. Circle has lost its target, so that does not resolve. Lubellion then refuses with Albaz from Mirror Jade once again. Player activates bond between teacher and student. And I think that match just ended due to time. kaijus. Set 2, pass. Opponent also set 2, pass. Running a 60-card deck. Player draws Pathfinder. Summons it, moves to battle, swings. Opponent uses Ice Barrier, making Pathfinder go to 0 attack, then banishing Ice Barrier. Sending away Gamma Seal, adding Gamma Seal to hand. Are these both kaiju players? Pathfinder punches for 0, then tributes itself. Its effect is negated, though, thanks to Ice Barrier. Duel's B going. Activating a hand destruction. Both players discard 2, draw 2. Sets a new card and passes. Plot of Extravagance activated, banish 6. Ash Blossom in response. Solemn Strike in response to the Ash Blossom, so Pot will go through. Getting 2 activates the Kaiju Files. Passing turn. Opponent sets a 3rd, passes. High Octane Stuff draws Gamma Seal, passes. Opponent uses Max C. Sets 1, activates the revived Sky God. Max C in response. Sky God summoning Slifer the Sky Dragon. Both players draw till they have at least 6. Player draws an extra due to Max C. The revived Sky God will be banished, putting Monster Reborn on top of the deck. Swings 6,000 with Slifer. Sets another card. Then Slifer goes away because of its own effect. Player draws Kyoto Waterfront, activates it. Sets an Imperm in the column of one of the opponent's cards. Draws their Monster Reborn, activates it, targeting Slifer. He's back, baby. Slifer with 5,000 on board, swings at face. Imperm activates, negating Slifer's effect. He goes to 0. He's negated. Does that mean he doesn't go away during the end? That's correct. Slifer stays. However, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber will kill him. Then both players get a Kaiju. Radiant to the opponent. Thunder King to the controller. Waterfront uses its effect, adding Kookmungus. Thunder King will detach 3. Swings over Radiant. Kaiju Files will inactivate, popping Thunder King, summoning Kumungus. Has to discard, pitching a Gamma. Player activates Rageki. Kumungus go bye-bye. Setting a 5th and passing. Draws Imperm. Kaiju Slumber and Grave, banishing, adding Radiant. Sets 2. Opponent uses IDP, summoning Thunder King to their own field. Thunder King effect, removing 3 counters. Its effect is negated, though. Activates True Sun God, adding Millennium Revelation. Swings Thunder King. Kaiju Capture Mission activate, flipping down the Thunder King. Passes back to Duelist A, who's still at 500. Activates Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. Bring all monsters, summoning Thunder King and Jizukiru. Kaiju Capture Mission, flipping down Thunder King. Tributes it for Gamma Seal. Passes turn, no battle. Duelist B, also full passing. Now moves to battle. Swings. Ice Barrier again. Kaiju Capture Mission will activate, targeting Jizukiru. Gamma Seal effect, though, using Kaiju counters from Waterfront. Imperm activates, targeting Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal not a once per turn, removing 2 more counters to negate. Imperm is negated by Gamma. Gamma Seal goes through, negating the Capture Mission. Ice Barrier turns Jizukiru to 0. Slams into Gamma. Damage is dealt to self. Duelist B wins. Would have been cooler if he won with Slifer, but we can't live in the past. Well, unfortunately, I wasted everyone's time putting 40% of this video into a match that went nowhere, so I hope you all can find it in your hearts to forgive me for that. If you can't, I don't know, get revenge. But that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Friendly reminder, or aggressive reminder, I have a podcast, The Career Bros. We talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Come check it out. Or don't. I'm not your boss. Bye.